Hello and welcome to the space that gives you inspiration on work, on life, and how to balance both worlds. I hope you have your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, your glass of juice, whatever tickles your fancy, a pen, a paper, a notebook, because things are gonna get serious. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that you think might need this, okay? Remember to hit that notification bell so you know every time a video goes up. Now, the month of July, I would like to run a series on the different types of moms. And I want to do this because we're launching the Parenting for the Future Mastermind. For more information on it, remember to go into the description box. You'll be able to find out more information on this mastermind. Now, I believe there's 4 kinds of moms, okay? And this is based on the normal stereotypes that people have. There's stay-at-home moms, there's work-at-home moms, and then, in my opinion, there's also work-at-work moms and stay-at-work moms. And so for this month, I would like to kind of talk into the lives of each of them, depending on where you are. My experience working with many moms might be able to give you some things to think through. I hope they tickle you like the way they tickle me myself. So this particular week, I would like to speak to the stay-at-home moms. Now, I have no experience in terms of personal experience, but what I have is experience hearing from various moms, but also one of my closest friends is a stay-at-home mom, and she's my accountability partner, and so we've had a lot of sharing on her journey being a stay-at-home mom. So I want to talk about 5 things, or I'm going to talk about 5 things that I believe can help you in your journey being a stay-at-home mom. And the first one is accept that you've chosen this line. Accept that this is what you want to be. Because you see, being a stay-at-home mom, in all honesty, is a calling. It's something that you love, it's something that you're good at, it's something that the world needs, but you don't necessarily get paid for it. So yes, staying at home as a mother is a calling. And not everybody gets that calling. Not everybody gets the opportunity to. Not everybody gets, quote unquote, the luxury to be a stay-at-home mom. And you do. So quit trying to explain yourself to the world. Quit trying to make the world speak into your life. Quit it. You have chosen this path. This is the path you want. This is the path you've been called to. So that is it. Let's just go with that. Accept it and be proud. And here's the thing that I've realized about stay-at-home moms. The thing about them is they're now working on motherhood as a stage, not as a lifelong journey like most of us do. Because what happens is children will come, and when they turn 18, they will go. Now, for many of us, when we are working and have children, when our children go, there is such a void. But for stay-at-home moms, what happens is when the children go, now they can indulge in their careers. You get what I mean? So I feel that in ways unexplainable, in so many ways unexplainable, stay-at-home moms and us work moms or stay-at-work moms, what usually happens is the way the stages of life happen is when the 18 years of your children's lives clock and now they are going off on their own, and you decide to start your career. Let's say that's a total of 30 years. By the end of the 30 years, you're pretty much at the same level as a stay-at-home mom. If she decides to take on her career after, she's more focused, she's more laser focused than you and I, who were not able to be laser focused because why? We were taking care of children. So I believe that it's a journey, it's a path that you should be proud of and you should accept. The second thing that I think is truly important that would help you on your journey is that since you've decided to stay home, you have no, and let me just be blunt about this. You have no reason to not go over and above with your children. It's not okay that your child and my child over work at work mom or stay at work mom, our children are the same. When you decide to stay at home with your children, you're going to invest, okay? Invest more. And we need those children. We need those children who have been invested in more than others. Because you see, my daughter doesn't have, and my daughter and my son don't have certain qualities, which if you put in your children, when they meet my children, they can help put in my children. Yeah, I know. We're unfair like that, but that's why we love you stay-at-home moms. Your kids know how to put ours in a straight line that we were not able to, just because they've met later in life, and you've instilled all of these beautiful, you've taken that time to instill these beautiful values in these children. So you have no explanation not to take them to discover their talents. You don't have an explanation not to take them on dates. You don't have the luxury to have the same child as my child. It's not fair. It's not okay. In fact, if that's the case, go and work, because you're cheating us. You're cheating the world. You're cheating your children, and you're cheating us who have children that, and yet we're working. You're cheating all of us. It's not fair. So invest more. You have the permission. My personal friend, very good friend that's doing this, told me this year, because we plan our years together. She said in her spiritual planning, one of the things that she was going to do was break all curses that could in any way come near her children and her children's friends. Guess what? Mine benefited. You see how she's gone over and above for her children, but to go over and above for her children means that I have benefited. You know what I mean? So you need to go over, discover their talents, go in deeper. Like you're the parent who I'm supposed to call, and you're like, no, I have soccer practice. Oh no, my daughter is in the national championships of. If your child is not in national championships, you are lying. No, it's not fair. It's not okay. But here's the third thing. Your child is going to get to 3 years old, 4 years old, and is going to start school. So the third thing that I think that would help you in managing is that when your child decides to go, is now going to school, you're going to have to do things. Most times, most stay-at-home moms don't have help. So you're the one that's going to do the work. I think the best way to manage your time, manage your journey, is to have help. Even if it means machinery, get the machinery, get the human help to help you get the work at home done. So what would you do with that free time? I'm going to talk about it as my next point, okay? So get help. Get help with washing utensils. Get help with cleaning the house. Get help. You know why? Because of the path that you've chosen to be a stay-at-home mom, you have become a source of energy. So when your family members come in through the door in the evening, or back from school or back from work, they are going to take from your energy. Now, if they take from your energy because you're negative, it's possible that if you have no help, they're going to take from your negative energy. But if you get help, okay, the fourth point that I wanted to talk about is when you have, look at this, your child is gone to school, your husband has gone to work, you have help for the periods in between. Then what are you doing? You're finding yourself. You're finding the things that give you joy. You're finding that you're indulging in your hobbies. You're indulging in getting better. You're awakening your mind. You are reading. You are getting better intellectually, socially, physically, emotionally, because you are a source of energy in your home. When people come home in the evening, they're going to sup from you. You become a fountain for life for them. So what you're doing in that period when people are away from home shouldn't be to get yourself drained. Get help with the tasks and activities that would drain you, so you get time to replenish, to fill in, to equip yourself. People are going to come with problems from home, from outside home. When they enter home, let them find peace and rest and restoration because you had the time to do that. And my fifth and final point is that you actually get paid to be a stay-at-home mom. How? That thing that we call kameza, that's the Luganda word for money that's placed at your table, at your bedside table, or most times on the dining table, or other times on the sitting room table. It's put on that table while you're asleep. The husband comes and puts money. That money is money that is used for the home, but that is money that should pay you. That money should also pay you. You are not going to be in a situation where you are asking also for a salary, or where you are asking for things such as your sanitary requirements, okay? So that kameza, the fifth point that I want to talk about is financial management. How do you manage the kameza that you have been given? How do you manage the kameza that you've been given to steward by your husband? How do you manage the money that has been given to you to run the home? You are part of this home, and so you have to get paid. So here is a good trick that I learned from my friend who is a stay-at-home mom. Divide, which is anyway what I also do as a work-at-home mom and a work-at-work mom now. Divide your salary, divide that money in using percentages, so that if he leaves a kameza of 200,000 or leaves a kameza of 100,000 or leaves a kameza of 50K or 20K or 10K or a million or 500,000, the percentages go to different areas of your life in managing the house. So I'll give you a quick example. I can't give her example because, well, it's hers and she hasn't given me the permission to share. But you will usually put off 10% for tithe. So 10% for tithe of 20,000 is 2,000, while of 200,000 is 20,000, and of 2 million, I mean of 200, yes, and of 2 million is 200,000. So your first one is 10% is kameza. Your next 10% should be going away to giving, okay? So that could be your mom calling, your dad calling, your, I don't know, somebody calling and needing help. The truth is the amount of money you have available to give is a certain only 10%. Your next 10% should be to save, okay? So 10% is for saving. You know why? You just don't know when, or unfortunately, an unfortunate situation might happen. The child gets sick, your husband loses a job, I don't know, something could happen and you need to have a buffer. So if your husband gives you 1,000 shillings kameza, 100 is to be saved. If he gives you 10,000 shillings kameza, 1,000 is to be saved. If he gives you 1 million kameza, 100,000 is to be saved. So as I speak right now, you only have 70% left. Here is my advice. Just remove some 20% for your personal needs. Yes, remove 20% for you, for your nails, for your hair, for your dress, for that lingerie. Remove some 20%. And no, because every time he has left kameza, you removed off 20%, it doesn't mean all your needs will be met at once, but you will be well on your way. If you want a certain dress and you know that there is an event coming, your anniversary coming soon, collect the 20%, and before you know it, you have enough money for your lingerie, okay? So 10% tithe, 10% saving, 10% giving, 20% for you. Where are we at? We're left with 50. Now 50% is for the home. 25% you can give to the grocery shopping, 25% to supermarket shopping. Ta-da! And we are done, right? Exactly. You've managed your finances. Now you can play around with those percentages. It might be 5%, 2%, 3%, 10%, except the tithe one. Leave the tithe one alone. Please leave the tithe one alone, okay? But ultimately, play around with those percentages and make sure that you're putting that money away. You can also put it away in envelopes to help you ensure that you stick to your financial management systems. So those are the 5 things that I believe will help you on your journey of being a stay-at-home mom. Let me know in the comment section what other thing you believe can help a stay-at-home mom who might be reading the comment section. Until next time, bye-bye.